You see, the rich young ruler, he missed it. He'd emphasized the male side of God, because his religion did, I suppose, and his culture. And that's what we do even today. We are incredibly creative. God is creator. If you want someone to fix it, you get Dad. You say, Dad, can you do this? When Mum gets in a corner and, I've got a rat in the roof, you send Dad up. She doesn't go up herself. Oh, it's man's job. Suddenly, it's roles, and it's all very important that he does it, not me. She, in some sense, recognizes her dependence upon his creativity. I don't mean she isn't creative, of course. Goodness gracious, she gives birth. What could be more creative than that? But her creativity is as in nurturing, whereas his creativity is in organizing, reassembling, bringing order into the creation such that she is safe and protected and provided for to create more children. Oh my goodness, I get shot down here from the female libertarians, wouldn't I? But you see what I'm getting at from traditional culture type point of view, that we've seen in our societies in the past. In my turbulent youth, you see, I would see Mum as loving kindness and Dad as order and control, provision in terms of the external world, creativity, you see. He decides to have a wing built on the house, that sort of thing. He decides what car he's going to buy. It's a very role-specific world, which has got blurred, if you like, or fudged rather more in our modern era. She, to me, was all loving kindness, my dear friend. I couldn't see him as a friend, you see. Do you see, we had a religion that's backing this for thousands of years, and I mean more than 2,000 years. It goes right back, of male dominance, the male side, if you like, of God, which is this order, reordering of what is, making fantastic things we do in the 21st century. Quite bewildering what we can do technologically. But not the loving kindness. We haven't developed that. We're absolute children as regards our concern for others. We are, if you like, very myopic, or as casual everyday speech is, very selfish. Actually, we're not very selfish. We're incredibly narrowly selfish. Instead of a self that embraces all of life, which is what God does. He's not just male. Revelation, this, isn't it? He's female as well. He's both. And the female side is life, profusion of life, not gadgets. Dad makes the gadgets, but Mum uses them to life, to support life, to protect life, to provide for life. And she's the one actually who's left with much of the organisation of the kids in a traditional type society. She's the one who's there when you fall over, and it's because, your brother pushed you. And if brother doesn't come into line, what does she do? Oh, goodness, I need a solution. I shall tell your father when he comes in. Oh my goodness. I don't want Dad to deal with it. Okay, what do you want? Well, you don't do it again. I'm sorry. Well, you say sorry to your brother. No, sorry. And of course, he's just as chaotic as you are, and he understands in a sense. But do you see, this is the tragedy of, if you like, or the lack of the 21st century relationship. We're wonderful on technology. We're just appalling on relationship. We still kill hundreds of thousands of people, even millions, in wars. And not just wars, but through our neglect, through our ignoring the plight of so much life. And we do far worse than that. Far, far worse. When you look how we dismiss the life of that's not human as just resource if we find it convenient. You know, the way we treat animals is just appalling. The way we treat insects is even worse. Yeah. Won't go into that. I've got to rush off to school. It's 7:42 and I should have left the house by now. Thank you, Dad. So when we refer to the Holy Spirit as sofeeeu, for instance, wisdom, you know, wisdom was guidance, guidance was nurturing. Spiritually, that's what mothering is. Oh, we've put a paternal thing on it nowadays that the father is the great teacher, but no, most of your teachers are women. They teach the kids all day long when they're kids. You know what I mean? Your primary school teachers, dominantly women. Your secondary school teachers were dominantly women before. Well, actually, I think it was before you brought in a pay scale where the pay was enough for a man to look after a family. Whereas the woman's occupation, it was a second income. In that sort of transitional society of the late 20th century. I know that's what was argued in English teaching. We had a National Union of Schoolmasters which basically campaigned for higher wages, not a woman's wage, which is what the profession had taken on. Of course, because it was dominantly women, and if you could get a woman to do the job, then you did, because it was cheaper than perhaps trying to entice a man away from some other occupation. Perhaps because women had a greater propensity, desire to be teachers. They're more naturally teachers. I don't know. Perhaps that's not acceptable and PC in the modern world either. So I won't go down that line. But do you see, sofeeeu was female in the Greek understanding of things and in the wisdom understanding of things of Hebrew philosophy and religion. And such being part of the Godhead in the Christian type religion, you would have thought that would have brought the female into it. No, they made the Holy Spirit male. It's an all-male triune God. Oh my goodness. It drives the 21st century spare, doesn't it? Well, you could take it that the Jesus story is settled for the Holy Spirit being a person that speaks only of God. You know, it doesn't speak of himself. Although then again we have Jesus saying, will reveal to you, bring to your remembrance those things that I've said unto you. But the divorce of the female side from God is, in a sense, there, isn't it? That the Holy Spirit is person, separate to God. But no, God is male and female. He has all the qualities, whether they be male or female in there. He made them male and female, but he's not male and female. Perfect God, complete. You know, there was the notion, wasn't there, that the man brings one set of qualities, a woman brings another, the two come together, and that makes a complete one. That you're completed in marriage. And celebrate that completion by having children. That's a cute way of looking at it. Well, of course, if we feel... I'm not keen on seeing the Holy Spirit as an intermediary, because then you've got a sort of another God on the scene, another master between you and God. My view is that I relate direct to God, not through the Spirit. You know, when I am puzzled, I'm not asking the Holy Spirit, I'm asking God. And if that means I'm asking a response from, if you like, the Holy Spirit's side of God, well, okay, it's still God, Father. It's not some lesser entity or some separate entity. Our relationship is with the Father. But I have argued that, you know, with absent fathers, your understanding of Dad comes from Mum. I'm puzzled, don't know. Me, I can understand. God, I can imagine. If I introduce the Holy Spirit as well, it seems to complicate the issue. But the Jesus story does. And pre-Christian and concurrent religions to Christianity have seen wisdom as female. And the Holy Spirit, in terms, that is, of the Gospels, well, if he speaks only of God, suggests true wisdom, doesn't it? And wisdom was always female. Why? Because wisdom gives birth to a creativity that is eternal. Because all things of God are eternal, for all things live unto him. Is it all life or all things that live unto him? I don't know. I haven't got as far as needing to imagine that yet. Thank you, Heavenly